Mykhael. Any questions?
Like when the run game is going like that, what's the feeling, but also what was it that you guys were doing right up front that made it go like that?
As a whole, we were just winning the line of scrimmage. Like at the point of attack, we were dominating our opponent. We were getting pushed off the ball and setting a new line of scrimmage about 2 to 3 yards further. And that makes it easier for the running backs to pick and choose a hole. And whichever hole he chose, we would make our block and we'll stay on it and open up a hole and provide him the lane to squeeze through and make a play.
Michael, what does 70 points feel like?
It feels great, especially for that being my number. I felt honored. After we reached about 7, I told the team that that we can call off the horses a little bit. But it felt great, with us like struggling in the past the 2 games, and for us to come out and show the determination and effort that we showed this week was just a testament to like the hard work that we showed this weekend. I feel like this was one of the better weeks of practice that we've had this year, and hopefully this gets things rolling, get the snowball downhill.
For you guys, I know 70 points doesn't happen very often, so I know there's excitement with that. But also, is it dangerous, or do you want to kind of temper that as more of kind of while it's great, there's still a lot more to be played where you can't get too high or too low?
Oh yeah, we never let ourselves get start patting ourselves on the back. It was a job that we did, and that's in the past now. We know about it, and we can learn from it. It still made mistakes this game, and 70 points is a lot, but we know that chances are we're probably not going to do that again this year. Just put up as many points as you can on the board, and trust that defense is going to keep them from putting points up on the board.
I know the last time we talked to you here, you mentioned how, especially the Arkansas game, was kind of a learning experience for both you and Octavian, and really the offensive line as a whole. How much more comfortable are you guys now at this point?
We're a lot more comfortable. We're starting to get the swag about ourselves that we feel that our O-line needs as a whole, because when we go out on the field, we're not nervous like, man, what if they call this play? I might mess up. We're not thinking that. I hope they call this play so I can dominate my opponent. I hope they call this play so I can give Broadway enough time to make a read to one of our many receivers and give them a chance to make a play. We're just more confident in our skills and our set that Coach Rodriguez has been teaching us, and we've all bought into what he's teaching us, and I feel as a group that this is the most confident that we've been in a while, so I feel like we all have our heads on right.
So are you able to appreciate those runs as they're happening, or do you have to wait until you go watch film and watch Elijah, pull a guy away, or Zogo for 65?
It's a little both. Like, as it's happening, we're just like, yeah, we're pulling off a big run, but when we watch it on film and we see every piece, coming together, and the parts that come together, and just the way it happens and all falls in line, we're just like, we have like just a second to sit and all be like, wow, that really happened like that. And Elijah, he made some big time runs for us on Saturday, some big time, like Coach Hud, like big time runs. And it was great seeing that, from a freshman. So the future for him, like sky's the limit.
How much of a difference maker can he be? I know Alonzo, you have a plethora of backs, but what have you seen in practice, in games, that kind of make you feel that this guy could be something maybe a little bit different?
His vision, like for him to be so young, the vision he has, I feel like vision for a running back is like one of the most important things for him to like start pressing the play side, and then cut it back, and when he sees a hole open, it's a small hole, just like barely enough room for him like to slip through, and he's getting through those holes, and first 3 steps he's boom 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 and he's out, and starting to break, and it's just like that from a freshman is amazing, because I feel like he could be a game changer in the upcoming years for us.
Any other questions?
On Akron, I'm sure you guys saw the result against Michigan. How much does that play this week as far as being prepared, regardless if they were 1-11 last year?
To not take any opponent lightly, like approach them like you would approach us playing Alabama. Just we're focused on the D-line, like what do they do, like focus on their tendencies, like not just be like, oh, they went 1-11 last year. That was last year. This year, they're making some noise in college football. So we have to take them serious and like focus on everything that they do and not just be like, oh, this is just another game. But like really approach it like this is like a bowl game or something.
Okay, Michael?